What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but I'm back with this really cute colorful freestyle set. I love all the bright colors. They make me feel happy when I look at them. And I'm going to be using like a lot of polishes from Nail Reserve LA and Madam Glam. So today we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the tutorial because I'm using polishes that I already have. So I'm prepping my nails right now with 1 coat of Mia's Secret Dehydrator and 2 coats of Young Nails Protein Bond. I also shaped up the 2XL nail tips off camera. I just cut them down a little bit like I normally do and shape them into like a square shape. Later on I do end up kind of like making them more coffin though. I do that sometimes, like it will start off square and then when I actually go to file them they turn into coffin. I don't know, I just felt like it was cuter shape for this set and it changes it up like a little bit. So now I'm going in with a layer of base gel. The base gel is to help the polygel stick to it so I don't get lifting. So I'm going to apply a layer of that and cure for 60 seconds. Next, I'm going to apply the tip colors to all of the nails since I'm doing an ombre. So on this nail, I'm using a Kiss, which is a really hot neon pink from Nail Reserve LA. Next, I'm using this teal blue shade called Alone.Together from Nail Reserve. On the ring finger, I'm going to be using this orange shade. It's a really like bright neon orange shade from Nail Reserve called Future Past. And then on the pinky, I'm using a shade from Madam Glam called Celestial Jungle. It's like a really bright neon green color. I love this color, neon green. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply the top color for the ombre. I'm going to be using this nude shade from the Modelones All Seasons Polygel Kit in the number 439. I'm going to be using this as a top color for the ombre, but as you can see when I blend it out, to blend it where the tip and the natural nail meet, you can still see the color through it, like the tip color. So I'm going to be going over it with some polish later because this color is not dark enough to blend into the tip colors that I applied, and I don't want to add any extra polygel because then it's going to bulk up the cuticle area. So I'm using it as like a base for the color that I am going to be going in with. I'm going to go ahead and use the same color to do the ombre on these 2 nails as well. And as you can see, it's a little bit sheer where it's supposed to be blended, like where the tip and the natural nail meet. So I'm just blending it the best I can. And like I said, I'm going to be going in with a color over this. So this nude shade is kind of like the base for that color. To blend the ombre better, I'm going to use this iridescent pink shade from Your Sugar. It's a gel polish. Well, it's actually a base gel, I guess, like a rubber base gel, but I'm using it as a polish. You can use it either way. It doesn't really matter. It's a little bit on the thicker side, so I'm wiping off the brush and applying a very thin layer on top of all the nude parts on each nail. And then I'm gonna take my polygel brush with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and like shear it out a little bit and blend it into the tip. And as you can see, everything looks really nice and blended now, and then the nail bed has this really pretty like pink shift to it. I feel like it just added something to the set rather than it being like just plain nude. I'm gonna be doing an accent glitter nail. So I have this little glitter gel. It has like a bunch of different kinds of glitters in it, like little hearts and like 4-point stars. There's also some chunky glitters and fine glitters and stuff like that. It's like an iridescent pink and white shift. So I'm applying it across the nail on this nail. And now I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate the nails with Makartt Clear Polygel. This is it for the base on the nails. The rest of the nail art is going to be done on top of the nails. So I'm using the Makartt Clear Polygel to encapsulate the nails because obviously they're pretty thin with just one layer of polish and then a little bit of polygel. So I'm using the clear to build up the rest of the structure of the nails and encapsulate the tip color and everything so that I don't file it off later on. And the links and all of my discount codes for the polishes will be listed in the description box if you guys are interested in anything after the video. Also the nail charms and all of the products that I use, like my nail tips, all my nail prep stuff, that's usually linked in my Amazon store. But yeah, all the links and everything is down below in the description box. But yeah, like I mentioned, I'm going to be using this Makartt Clear Polygel to encapsulate the nails. So I usually just squeeze the polygel right out of the bottle onto the nail. The little rounded end that squeezes out first, I use that to start building my apex. So I pat the polygel around the cuticle area first, pat it out thin. You don't want it to be thick around the cuticle area. I pat it onto the nail bed to build the apex, and then the rest of the polygel I pat it side to side down the nail. You want to make sure the sidewalls are fully covered on your nails so that you don't get any lifting or like water can get inside of your nails. So you want to make sure they're fully covered properly on both sides of your nails. And I do turn my nail to the side and like smooth out the polygel before I cure it in my lamp to make sure I didn't like leave a bump in there or anything. You want to make sure you check your nail from all angles and brush it out the best you can. Also, I remove any excess polygel at the bottom of the nail if I do have any. And I use isopropyl alcohol as a slip solution, but you could use a little bit of base gel if your polygel gets a little bit firm. It softens the polygel so it's easier to apply onto your nail. Like sometimes with this Makartt polygel, it could be a little bit firm. So sometimes I do have to use a little bit of base gel.
Ringy.
Okay, now that the nails are encapsulated, I'm gonna go ahead and start filing them. I'm using my Melodysusie dust collector and my nail drill from Saviland, which will be linked in the description box. I'm using my nail drill on about 18,000 RPMs to debulk my nails, and I'm using a 180 sanding band since it's polygel, so it files down pretty fast. You don't really need anything too coarse because polygel, like I said, files down way faster than acrylic. And I really didn't apply the product that thick, so I don't need like a thick drill bit. This is good enough. So I'm going around the cuticle area to seal that, and then I'm filing over the surface of the nail, side to side down the nails, smoothing out any bumps or dips in the nail. I'm also filing along the side walls of the nail and underneath the nail. You can see the structure of my nail as always when I turn my nail to the side. You can see the apex that I was talking about when I was building it with the polygel. It's the little hill where your nail gets most of its strength from, and then it should get gradually thinner towards the free edge of your nail, but you should have enough thickness on the free edge of your nail depending on the length of your overall nails so that they don't break or anything. Your apex is where your nail gets its strength, but you also need strength at the tip of your nails so that they hold up well. And then if you're looking down the barrel of your nails, the side walls should always be the thinnest part of your nail, like not too thin, but when you're looking down they should be thin but with product on them. And then also you want to file underneath the nail so that there's no plastic pieces from your nail tip or like extra product.
Ringy.
To shape up the nails, I'm going to use this 180 grit hand file. So like I said, I started off with the nails more square, and then when I was filing them, I decided to make them more coffin shaped. So I'm taking the tip in a little bit more than I initially did when I shaped up the nail tips before the video. So right now I'm taking the bulk off the sides of the nail, so I'm filing straight along the sides of the nail, making sure to alternate sides frequently so that I don't file one side more than the other. And then to taper in the tip and get that coffin shape, I'm going to hold my file at an angle and just file in towards the tip. But I'm going to do it a little bit extra because, like I said, I wanted a more narrow tip. I don't know, I felt like it looked more flattering with this shape. Plus, I always do square, so I kind of wanted to change it up. So that's what I'm doing. And if I have to file over the surface of the nail to kind of like further neaten up the shape, I do that as well. And then after I'm done shaping up the nails, I do buff over them.
Ringy. Ringy.
Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start the nail art. I'm going to start by painting the zebra print on this nail. I'm going to be using this black shade from Nail Reserve LA. It's called Black Reserve, and my detail brush in the number 9. This is one of the Melodysusie nail art brushes that came in that set that I reviewed a while back. These work really good. I use them all the time now. They're really good quality brushes too, and they're really thin, so you can get those nice thin lines. So for the zebra print, it's really easy. You're just gonna make like longer lines and shorter lines, and then like the little kind of like Y-shaped lines coming from like different sides, like this one that I just did. And then you kind of want to wiggle your brush while you're dragging them out, so it gives more of that realistic zebra print look.
Ringy.
On this nail, I'm going to use some Makartt blooming gel to do a blooming croc print design. So I'm painting that over the tip. I'm not going to cure because it's a blooming gel design. You're going to want to cure it after you apply the polish so that it has time to bloom. So I'm using this purple shade in a dotting tool from Glam. This shade's called Electra. I'm just making 4 dots down the middle and then little dots on the side, and then they bloom out like croc print. This blooming gel works fast, so I kind of just did it and popped my hand in the lamp before the gel started spreading. On this nail, I'm going to do like a 3D swirly design with this Qikgel from Makartt. This is the purple gel in number 6. So I just kind of applied that onto the nail and cured really quick. And now I'm just going to go ahead and apply my nail charms with some Gelixir rhinestone gel. I have some really cute nail charms that go really good with this set. So I'm using these cute little flowers. I also have a gummy bear, some little crosses, stars, and some little cute iridescent Hello Kitties. I'm using mostly smaller charms and then just like the one gummy bear because I didn't want like a bunch of big clunky charms. Just like tiny ones to complement the nails where you could still like see them. and stuff like that. So yeah, I really love the way these came out. They're really bright and colorful. They like put me in a happy mood. I hope you guys like this set. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. I would appreciate if you left me a like before you left as well. It would help me out a lot. Also, subscribe if you're new and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload a new video every week. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Love you guys.
Rainy.